Hey, brothers and sisters, happy Thursday. Derek Cronin here. Been a busy day. We've got some new information out about the tentative agreement and the way things are going to unfold in the next few days. So, wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know what is going on. So, tomorrow, the GM Council will convene in Detroit. That is a collection of local presidents and shop chairs from around the GM department. And we will go up, we will convene our council at 4 p.m. tomorrow in Detroit, and we will vote at that point based on the information that we get on the tentative agreement on whether or not to proceed and send it to the locals for informational meetings and for memberships to vote on it. Once we have that meeting, tomorrow night, Friday night, there will be a Facebook Live with President Shawn Fain, and he will go over some of the details that are included in this tentative agreement. So be paying attention for that Facebook Live tomorrow night. As I understand it right now, they are also going to be posting up the White Book, which is a collection of changes that have been made from the last agreement into this one, as well as some highlights. That will also be posted tomorrow night. So 4 o'clock, the council will convene and they will vote to send it to the membership. Then Facebook Live later tomorrow night to give more information from President Shawn Fain. And then the information will get posted on the UAW website. So be looking for that. A lot of information to be gained from that. So tune in, check it out once it gets posted on their website. After that, they have what they call regional rollouts. And in each region, they have a meeting of local union officers as well as appointed folks. They come, they gather, and they are given more information. They are given more details on the tentative agreement. That is just so they can be well armed and be well informed. So if the membership has questions, that they can be in a good position to answer those questions. So our local shop committee, myself, as well as appointed folks from our local will go to Defiance, Ohio on Sunday at noon, and we will have the regional rollout. We will get some more information on the tentative agreement just so we can be better prepared to help people understand the details of this proposed contract. Once we have that meeting, I was informed this morning that the International Union is coming down on Tuesday, November the 7th, to hold informational rollout meetings with Local 440. So what that means is there will be some international staffers, there will be some members of the negotiating team that will be on site. They will have information to pass out. They will kind of go over the highlights, and they will allow us to ask questions to if there's something that you're unaware of or a specific item that you're very concerned with. You will have the international and the bargaining team, the national bargaining team, there to answer those questions. So on Tuesday, November 7th, International and the National Bargaining Team will be in Bedford. We will be holding informational rollout meetings at 8 a.m., at noon, and at 4 p.m., and those will take place at the Quality Inn here in Bedford. If you're a local, it's the old Stonehenge. We have a flyer, a notice that will be going out tomorrow. If you want to pause the screen, here is the notice. We will also, at those informational meetings, we will also have our election committee there to be ready to take the contract vote. So not only will you be getting the information, but from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, November 7th, you will have the chance to vote on whether or not to ratify this tentative agreement. We have added in an extra day on Wednesday, November the 8th. We will hold another vote. It's the same vote, but we're giving an extra day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at our Union Hall. So if you go to the informational meetings and you're not quite ready to vote, or maybe you've got another question that you come up with in the evening and you want to have that question answered before you vote, or you just want to sleep on it, there will be a second day of voting on Wednesday, November 8th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at our local union hall. So there's 2 locations. There will be 2 days of voting, but the information meetings will take place on Tuesday, November 7th at the Quality Inn here in Bedford. They've got a big conference room. We're going to have a couple of signs posted up so people will know where to go. And again, this notice will go out tomorrow, so everybody will have the opportunity to see it. And then we'll get to ask our questions, get the information, and then we'll be able to vote whether or not to ratify this tentative agreement. So we will also have our union meeting next week, just as scheduled. Executive board will meet on Monday at 3:30. Also remember that on Thursday of next week, which will be the 9th, our union meetings will take place at 7:30 for third shift, 1 p.m. for second shift, and 3:30 for day shift. At last month's meeting, there was a vote to do a 3-meeting trial run for second shift to have their meetings at 1 p.m. ahead of their shift on Thursdays, and that vote passed. So for the next 3 meetings, second shift will not have their meetings on Wednesday night at 11:30. They will have theirs on Thursday at 1 p.m. So next Thursday, I know this is a lot of information, but next Thursday, we will hold our regular membership meetings as we always do. But also remember that second shift will have their meeting at 1 p.m. Before their shift on Thursday the 9th. So that said, you may need to go back and watch this one again because there was a lot of information crammed into it. But I hope that answers some questions. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of where we are with the tentative agreement and what's the next steps that are going to be taking place. So hopefully after tomorrow, we're going to get a lot more information on the details of this tentative agreement between tomorrow and Sunday, that we can better answer some questions and make an informed decision when we go to vote on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So for now, I'll leave it there. Solidarity.